Hello, welcome back to the kitchen. Today is December 22nd. So Christmas is in just a few days, and so I need to get started on my sorrel and ginger beer. This is one of the only solid Christmas traditions that my family had. Every year my auntie would make sorrel and ginger beer. I know I might not look like the representative of sorrel and ginger beer, but my family is actually from Trinidad, and this is one of our solid traditions every year. And when I was growing up, I always liked sorrel, but when I was a kid, I found it way too strong. I would always be like, oh, my ears are burning. So I would always have it diluted with water. But now as an adult, I love it as strong as it can be. I previously made it 2 years ago myself, but it was not nearly as strong as Auntie's, and I don't know why. I was there to see her last Christmas, and she made it, and then when I was there in the summer, she actually made it for me in the summer, which she never makes it outside of Christmas, but she made it special for me in the summer. And my best friend had tried mine, and then she tried this, and she was like, oh, Auntie's is way better. And I'm like, I know it's way better. I don't know how to make mine as good as hers, but we are going to attempt that today. I'm hoping that if it sits longer, usually you have to let it sit for a day or two, and I think I only let it sit a day. I don't know how much time I'll have now, but that's why we need to start now. We would also make ginger beer, so let's start. So I need to listen. When I was there 2 years ago, I had Auntie give me instructions. I'm trying to remember if she adds ginger to her sorrel or not, so I need to listen.
I have never really, I just grate and I find it look like enough.
It's me asking her how much ginger to use.
And if in the morning I take a little bit in a glass or a cup, I put some sugar and I kind of sweeten it. And I try to taste it because ginger, some people like the ginger hot, not hot.
Strong?
Strong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it too strong.
Right.
The one that you had here, that wasn't too strong.
No, that was good. It was sweet too. It was good.
Yeah. So you taste it. If you find it's too strong, you just add a little more water. Anyway.
Ginger is good for me.
When is she going to finish this thing?
Grated ginger,
In a class and taste it.
Yeah.
If you find it is too strong, let it burn in your throat, well then you're going to have to add a little more water to it.
Right.
But if it
So she couldn't give me measurements. It was just taste it. And I was like, well, how much ginger do I use? And she was like, well, it depends. If you have more people over, then more. I'm like, but what are we starting with before we add more?
have enough water, you just strain it next day, sweeten it, and you could drink it.
It's a 20-minute recording.
For you.
Okay, that didn't answer my question. This floor is creaky. Okay, I've gathered all our ingredients. This is basically it. So this is sorrel. It comes like this. I actually have 2 more containers like this, which is really nice. I didn't realize I still had some left over from last year, but it's dried hibiscus. Then we have some orange peel. I'm not very good at doing the cutesy curl, but here's some orange peel. The cinnamon and cloves are really, really important for this. We are not gonna add ginger. We will use the ginger and try to make ginger beer after. So we basically need, I'm just gonna use all of this, I think. I need a cup. You need a heaping cup of sorrel. So we'll put that in the bottom of our big container. And I'll be honest, I've never really understood the significance of why you don't just boil water, but you add boiling water on top. I don't know if that's how Auntie does it. We're gonna do it that way. We're also gonna add in the cinnamon sticks, the orange peels, and I almost forgot to mention a ton of sugar. We're gonna put in 2 cups of sugar. This is what we're gonna put our sorrel in after. So When I think of the flavor of sorrel, I think the flavor I'm thinking of is cloves. When I smell cloves, that's what sorrel tastes like to me. So because Aunty didn't give me the most detailed instructions, I have looked up another recipe and they said to put 12 cloves in, but I think it wasn't strong enough last year, so I'm gonna go pretty liberal and like do like a tablespoon of cloves. Okay, that's now everything in the pot. Let's see. This is 4 cups of water. I'm just gonna keep boiling this and filling it. Sugar dissolved really fast. It's starting to take on a pinky color. Okay, while we wait for that to boil, I'm gonna peel our ginger. This is enough ginger, but there's only so much ginger that I can grate. So I'm gonna begin by peeling our ginger. Just gonna use a spoon. So peel ginger. Basically just like use a spoon. This is fresh and juicy. So. And then we are gonna grate this for forever. We have our ginger nice and peeled, and I recently thrifted this really nice grater, so we are going to get grating. I now have 12 cups of water in there and it already has such a nice color. And now we're just gonna cover it and leave it for as long as possible. I'll taste it tomorrow before I'm about to leave. If it's good, then I'll strain it and then take it. But if it's not strong enough, I might keep it and then strain it when I'm at Sid's house. Alright, that has got to be enough ginger. Hopefully, if it's too strong, I can always water it down. So let's hope for the best there. I am gonna add in another 2 cups of sugar in here. And like the sorrel, I don't know if that's too much sugar, we're gonna pour the water on top. Not making nearly as much, so hopefully this will be more of like a concentrate. Aunty wants to sit for like a week, but we will not be doing that. We'll see how much we get. Alright, we have the sorrel in here and the gingerbeer in here, and we're just gonna let this sit, and I will check in with you tomorrow evening. See you then. Alrighty, this is where we're at. I think I'm gonna leave the cinnamon stick and the cloves maybe in a bottle to sit a little bit longer. I'm gonna need to taste test this and cool it down. And then the sorrel, let's taste test it. I think I'll also leave some cloves in the bottle to help it ferment a little more. Okay, this is our sorrel. It's looking really good, but honestly, I still don't find the taste strong enough, so I'm gonna leave some of the cloves in the bottles after I bottle it. And then this is the gingerbeer, which we are gonna need to water down. This is more of a concentrate, but it should be good to go. Okay, I've got my bottles, and I'm just gonna pour it in. It looks more winey when it's in these bottles too. Okay, so we have our gingerbeer and our sorrel, and these are the little labels that I made. Pretty simple, like I just whipped them up quickly, but I think it's pretty cute, gives you an idea. And I'm just gonna put these on. That looks so good. Wow. It's so cute!